set should be only called 1949 Leaf. Should not
Yeah.
be 1940.
So that was an epiphany. And again, everything that I did was trying to find that kind of smoking gun. So it's like talking to guys who were actually on press in the late 40s. I had a great uncle who worked in Manhattan at a press after the war, and so brought him the cards and showed them to him, and he was just howling because the place that he worked at was actually like a print shop. And so seeing those, he's like, yeah, well, these guys aren't printing Van Goghs. It was like bare minimum, just printed to get it out the door type thing. But that led to my dad and I going to the Chicago History Museum and looking at the personal effects of Marshall Leaf, who is the son of Solomon Leaf, who started the company. And so in there, that's where we got a lot of the picture evidence of the production floor, the factory on North Cicero, where they actually, produced all the candy and stuff like that. But they also had the basically the press is running, and they showed where they actually had the production. I've got that in the book, that picture in the book. But as I was getting ready to actually push this out to print, I got a email from someone on Net 54 that basically said, "Hey, I just went to the Cook County Archives. The lawsuit between Bauman and Leaf has never been digitized, but I've got pictures of the entire thing." And so he sent me page by page, basically like iPhone photos of the complaint, the rebuttal, and then the settlement. And so in that, from Leaf, from Marshall Leaf, who was at the time in 1949 was the president of Leaf, he basically says, yeah, the first truck left Chicago for Boston March 12th, 1949.